I am sharing this video with you because I have a lot of people coming to me and they are getting stuck with running out of room whenever they have videos, photos, things that they want to take off of their iPad. So there's a new option, and it's kind of aligned with Google Drive, and it's actually part of Google Drive. It's called Google Photos. Now there's an app for it, and it's free. You just grab it, Google Photos. When you open it, it'll ask you to sign in. Okay, let me take you to the beginning here. There we go. So what it's going to do is it's going to automatically, if you want it to, save every picture from your iPad directly into your Google Drive. So you can at the end of each day you can erase them all right off of your device and they're saved in your drive. Okay, so there's a couple parts of this. Right up here is your menu. This is how you know what account you're logged in, and it has a couple of features here. So Photos just shows all your photos. The Assistant is kind of a cool new thing. Your Assistant will help you make little collections and slideshows, and it'll do it based on date and time and place. So for example, if you took a bunch of pictures at your Halloween party, this photo assistant will already kind of get the idea that you're taking a group of photos. It'll make a collage for you that you can share out with parents right from here, which is kind of cool. All right. Then the other one is your photos, which you talked about. Then there's collections. Now collections I'm not going to really get into. It has to do with like Google Plus and things. It doesn't really matter. All right. Shared links. This will show all the things you've shared with parents if they're shared from Google Photos. So if you shared out a group of photos or a photo with parents, it'll all show here. Okay. Then the next part down is your trash. Okay, you can, if you get rid of photos here, it does not delete them from your device. Just as if you delete them from your device, it will not delete them from Google Photos. They're two different things. So if you want to delete photos from here, feel free. It's not going to take them away from your device. But if you don't have them in either place, then you're done. Okay. Now keep in mind that you have unlimited space in your Google Drive, so you can really save as many photos as you want to. All right, settings is probably the most important one for getting started. Now, backup and sync. What that means is, do you want Google Photos to automatically organize and edit and back up to your Google Photos? Do you want it to automatically do that? Okay. And if you don't, just turn that off. Okay. Do you want photos backing up while you're using cellular? This is more for your phone. And then videos in cellular. So I guess I didn't really mention this, but you have to, or it will back up both photos and videos. So I just forgot to mention that. But just leave both those off and turn on the first one, I guess is what I'm basically saying. Okay? Then down here, assistant cards. It's asking, like, can an assistant make new collages and things like that. All right. Group similar faces. You can turn that on. Then Google Drive. Show Google Drive photos and videos in your photos library. If you turn this on, what it'll basically do is any photos and videos that are in your drive, it'll also show them here. So it kind of collects them all. And then remove geolocation in items shared by link. All this means is if you take them at school, part of the video or the picture will say it was taken at a certain place. So if you want to take those tags off of there, you just click that. It's up to you. Okay? Now, here's the one thing. Google Photos, for the most part, will back up on its own. Every once in a while, like I'd say once a week, open up Google Photos, okay, and it will automatically update all pictures it hasn't seen yet. So up at the top here, it'll say you have 127 pictures to sync, and it will upload them. Okay, so I would say periodically, just go in here and make sure your pictures are being saved before you start deleting them. I usually do it over the weekend. I just go through, I delete the pictures I don't want anymore in videos. I make sure they're saved in here. Now, the other thing is you can take videos and pictures from Google Drive and download them back to your device as well. So if I wanted this calendar, once I open it, you'll see there are different options here. right up here, if you tap that, then you can, and see it's saying delete device copy, you can get rid of it. But there's also, and maybe it's not there, hold on. Sorry, I'm still exploring this too. Aha, there we go. So down from here, this is where you can open it in another app. Okay. All right. Let's try this one right here. Oh, you can draw over them, which is kind of cool. All right, what else do we have here? You can, let's try the I button. That's all the details about it. And then trash. Now, there is a way to download them back to your device. And maybe once I figure it out, I'll share it out with you. But I do know, oh, maybe I just figured it out. Okay, so if you want to delete big chunks of photos, this is the other thing. When you hold down on a photo, you'll see it gets a check mark. Now I can start checking on any other photos that I want, or videos that I want deleted. Okay, there we go. I can also, let's try some of these buttons up here. This might also allow me to download them in bulk as well. All right, no, that's not it. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of cool. So now I can create a new album, story, animation, and collage. I'll have to play with that and just see what those are. Trash or delete. So I still don't see how to download them. I'll have to check into that for you and see how that goes. But anyway, there we go. Now they're deleted. Okay, so that's Google Photos. It's a nice way to put your photos into the cloud so they don't bog down your machine with a million photos and videos that you want to save.